I guess I was pretty lucky to land in a startup. I didn't know that I would have fit into the startup culture. I didn't know that when I got offered the job. But since joining Swiftbox, it honestly I just fit it so much. And I think part of that is because there's this opportunity to really kind of you get thrown in the deep end, you get your hands dirty, you get to work with a lot of stuff, and you really got to just learn and be willing to kind of learn and take on new stuff. And I think, I guess the part that, because I really personally enjoy learning, I love learning about new technologies, new frameworks. I'm constantly listening to podcasts and reading about this stuff anyway. To be able to come in every day and get to do that as a part of my job as well is the most amazing part. Like I've worked in hospitality and stuff, and kind of like once you learn how to make a coffee, once you learn how to make a good coffee, you know how to make a coffee. Now you're just going to do that every day. In tech, you'll learn something and you'll get good at it, but then next week you're going to have to learn this other thing, and next week you're going to have to learn that, and it just keeps tech evolves constantly. So you're constantly having to learn new skills, and I love that, and I enjoy that.
If you've done enough time in hospitality and you've done enough time in those kinds of roles where you don't really feel like you're building things, or you feel like you're I don't know, maybe other people are really good at hospitality and they love it. And I was getting good at hospitality, but I didn't love it. It was quite hard. But what with code, you're always building stuff. It's much more cerebral, and that's what I like, is that you're actually working a different muscle. You're working your brain muscle a lot more than you are walking around all day, and that's quite rewarding. I would say that as a musician and as continuing to be a musician, having a job in which I don't have to be talking all day, or having a job in which I can essentially work from anywhere is a pretty big one. Being able to go, I know, I mean, my work is quite forgiving or accommodating in that sense. In that I'm lucky that I can go, hey guys, I've got a audition or whatever, so I'm gonna do my work maybe an hour later or 2 hours later, and I'll and so I'm lucky in that sense. That and I can't imagine being able to do that in a restaurant. No, just gonna I'm this is a busy time. I'm gonna just do it later, right? Yeah. No, but I just like building stuff. I like building stuff, and front end development in particular, I really enjoy. And maybe it's just Angular, and maybe it's just the weirdness of Angular that I really enjoy.